Hey, people. This is Monday evening. Greg Smith talking right here. Straight Talk Online with GregSmith.com. What's going on, folks? How's everybody? Monday. We got a warming trend going on in Columbus, Ohio. How about that? They're talking about we might get 8 inches or 8 inches on Friday. We are truly into winter as if we didn't have winter last year and Mother Nature trying to make up for that. How's everybody's Monday going, Monday evening going, whatever, all that jazz? Well, I'm going to share something, a video I came across from Gregory. I thought it was a very powerful video. It's actually talking to the younger generation, but anybody who's open to anything should listen to it, old, young, or whatever. So let's get into this. Let me go share this on here. Dick Gregory. Here it is.
Father's made. When I wake up in the morning, my prayer is not thank God I woke up. The Ku Klux Klan woke up this morning. The drug pushers woke up this morning. I thank God that I made another 24 hours in the vicious, nasty, hateful, insane nation that's ever existed with my wits, without hate, without being bitter. Thank God that I survived 24 hours in that type of atmosphere. With the type of amusement and friendliness. And so I would say to young folks, don't be in a state of denial of the racism and sexism. But don't let that block you. Don't teach your children that you have to be twice as good as a white. That's an awful thing. That's like saying, because you're black, white America has a right to change your dollar for 94 cents. But we used to get 50 cents, and before that we used to get nothing. Young folks have to say, we don't want more change for $1. Excuse me, we want a full dollar's change for $1, or this cash register will never ring again. Yes. I would also like for young blacks to understand that about 83% of all employment happens with small businesses. And if you don't have a small business, then you have nobody to work for you. And I would say to young blacks, get into entrepreneurship. We will never catch up with white America in the business because there's a thing called tax write-offs. And if you have a job and come together, 10 of you, and open up a corporation and have somebody run it, you hire somebody to run it, but you have tax write-offs. 98% of people that fly first class on airplanes would not be there if that wasn't a write-off. And yet, on that first class, they gave away last year $800 million, almost $1 billion of free whiskey. But if a welfare mother asked for some apple juice for the baby, she's laughed at. And so I would say entrepreneurship, and then understand that we will never survive as a group till we get into communities and not neighborhoods. A community is, I control the police, the banks, the schools, the firefighters, and I control the flow of the money. And I have no problem when I go in a Jewish neighborhood and the shop opens to Jewish, I go into an Italian neighborhood, shop opens to Italian. I have a problem when I come in a black neighborhood and the shop opens to not me. A Korean has a right to come in and buy my shop $30 million more than it's worth. That's good business. But if we decide that we're not going to do business that way, then he'll have to sell it back or sell it back to a black person for $1 million. Yes. And then the money circulates. It circulates. And that's how change. We've been so busy dealing with the hurt and the pain, misery, and glamorizing a handful that have made it. that we have never really looked at, like they say, your role model. If you haven't got a role model in the house, call it to God, because something is wrong. Yes. And so I would say to young folks, it's not about alcohol, but it's hard for me to say that to you when a 5-year-old got to reach past mama's beer, papa's wine, get some mayonnaise. I would also say to young folks that the #1 drug that will wipe you out is not cocaine, it's not heroin, it's marijuana. They deliberately make that a recreation drug, but it stays in the muscles, it stays in the blood, and it will wipe out your memory bank. And also, this is the first time in the history of TV that TV has always been known as poor folks. It's the first time that TV is not running rampant in the ghetto. It's running rampant middle income white America because it's the marijuana that they spread. That's no accident. And so I would just say to young folks, you have to reevaluate everything you've been taught. I would say to the black folks that just because a black person is 90 years old don't mean they have wisdom. And you need to listen to him, because if he was dumb and stupid when he was 9, you're dumb and stupid 90.
That's powerful. That's really powerful.
Oh, you have to remember that we live under a tremendous weight of slavery now. And this isn't black history we're talking about. This is our national history. It's my history. It's your history. People have been lynched.
Let me stop that. Okay. That's very powerful. If you're stupid at 90, you were stupid. If you're stupid at 10, you're stupid at 90. The most powerful thing about this, especially when we have been hit with the tax heist this year, or in the last year, about the entrepreneurship. This is the one thing that's hard pressed, especially in the African-American community, to get people to understand, look, I'm not going to sugarcoat. You must have a business in the 21st century. You must have a business. Even though you may be working for a corporation, you to benefit from the tax heist that has implemented in this country in the last part of the last year, you're going to have a business investments or something. So that means financial education, people. Don't get caught up in being lazy because you got a job 9 to 5 and then 401ks and all that other stuff. That's another topic I need to discuss. Don't get lazy with that. Those jobs are not something that benefits your family. They're not there for an inheritance for your family. You cannot pass your job to your kids. Tax write-offs. Anything you do with business is a tax write-off, people. You get mad because 45 said he didn't pay taxes. Well, he didn't pay taxes because he followed the rules of the tax laws that were implemented hundreds of years ago in this country. Understand that, okay? That's what business ownership allows you. Can't get mad because of that. And this is what I've been promoting my upcoming book, Why You're on the Wrong Side of the Balance Sheet, because I talk about those type of things, okay? You are on the wrong side of the balance sheet because you don't own a business, okay? Banks favor those who own businesses. The government favors those who own businesses, okay? Understand that. Don't get caught up in being a W-2 worker. It doesn't benefit you in the long run. Tax-wise, financial-wise, no-wise, okay? And that's what Gregory was saying. He's trying to get that information out to you. Dr. Claude Anderson says the same thing about communities. You cannot control economics in the neighborhood. You can control economics in the community, which means businesses. Understand there's a difference between a community and a neighborhood. Neighborhood don't do nothing. That's just where people live at. Communities is where businesses are at. Businesses flow. You got shops, banks, restaurants, police force, and you get to control all those things through the economics of that community. That's why you got Little Haia, Little Tokyo, Little Haiti, Little, what's the other one? Or Little Haia, Cuba, all these other ethnic groups, Little Italy, all these other ethnic groups, they control their economics of the community through their community, not their neighborhoods. A lot of times they may live in those communities too. Okay, but understand that these if you do not have a community, if you control your economics, you have no say so on a lot of things. And this is what I've been trying to get African American people to understand that even your Latinos have communities. They control somewhat of their economics, which means they have a real say so in the voting process. But to get you to understand, Black people, African American people, you want to know why they try to redistrict a lot of stuff in the vote. It's not the vote. Don't get it twisted. The vote only works through economic means. Okay, everybody's wondered the Black woman's vote that kept out that Roger Moore. If there was no economic means behind it, it wouldn't have happened. I don't know, but I'll guarantee you, without economic power behind those women, he would have got elected into the Senate. I'm telling you, people, as a community, Black people have to have a community of economics flowing, which controls your local politics. Okay, everybody says the political game starts local politics. Well, how do we control anything politically if we don't have no communities? We can't. We have no economic base to control or have a say so. So understand all these things that Dr. Gregory was saying, because without that understanding, you're going to keep doing the same thing you did in 2016, 1960, up to 2018, 2019, 2020. Okay? It's not going to serve you anyway. You won't flourish. You won't move ahead. And a job, a job just over broke will not do that. Okay? With that being said, I hope you got value from what this video was about and what I'm saying and trying to help you. Look out for my book. You're on the wrong side of the balance sheet. It's coming out soon. With that being said, hope you got value. I'm me getting off here, signing off. Peace out. Take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care.